Hi, it's quick, easy meal time, but with important tips. So tonight I'm actually just gonna make sweet sausage and pasta, and I'm gonna make the sweet sausage in the spaghetti sauce that I jarred a little while ago. But first things first, we have to cook the sweet sausage. There is a lot of school of thought on sweet sausage, but I will tell you what I do because this is what makes me comfortable. A lot of people poke holes in the sausage. I'm going to say don't. The sausages are sealed neatly on each end. If they're a good sausage, the casing is twisted shut, and there is actually a little bit of gap for air there, just because naturally it's only a tube. So now that I've finished clumsily unwrapping these, so I'm just going to add these to a frying pan full of water. You can see that these are the good sausages, they're connected. Most of the sausages that you get in the grocery store are this kind, believe it or not. We are going to throw these in here without my sleeve in the way. Sorry guys. Alright. We're going to lid on, and I'm doing what I call a parboil. So I'm setting that to medium high, not high because it's ridiculous how hot that gets and how fast. We're going to let these boil a bit and come up to a certain temperature. We'll turn them a couple of times when I come back later. Before I put the sauce in, I'll show you what's going on here. So it's been about 15 minutes since I turned this sausage on the heat. And you're going to see here I'm going to move it around a bit. But now what I'm actually going to do is leave the lid off. We aren't really looking for boiled sausage here, but we are looking for is to make sure they're cooked. There's a lot of diseases that can be found in pork, and quite frankly, sausage is one of those things that makes me nervous to cook it. I don't know about you, but the chefs on TV like a medium rare pork chop, and I'm like, I don't know, I wasn't raised that way. Let's make this thing well done. Well, our sausage are going to be, so when you cut into them, you don't see pink, because it's scary, to tell you the truth. So what I'm going to do now, you can see it's really come up to a boil, and I'm actually going to let that water boil almost all the way off, and then I'm going to start browning the sausage. Once that's done, we'll move on to the next step. Now, I don't think I've brought you down into the basement before, so this is spooky time for you, a little peek. I know I've shown some of my canning before, but this is how I keep it. These are my jars, spinach and carrots and asparagus and mushrooms and turkey and everything apple you can think of, but the reason we are down here is for my pasta sauce, which I only have 3 jars left, and nobody's given me tomatoes in a really long time. All of the water has cooked off, and now at this point we're actually going to just start browning this sausage. If you find that you maybe boiled the water way too hot, and now the pan's turning black, add a little olive oil and turn the heat down. You don't need the heat on high. I started at medium high, and now I'm going to turn this down to medium low. And at the end of the day, we're actually going to put that oven on, a low medium, like your second notch. So now that these sausages are browned very nicely, I'm going to take this homemade sauce of mine, dump it into the pan, pop the lid on, and let it simmer. So there you have it. That's just the easiest way I know of to make sweet sausage or Italian hot sausage, cooked right in the sauce, just like you would do with meatballs. And you see that a bunch of them are cut in half. It's, well, because I checked them. Because like I said, I'm really nervous about serving my family raw pork. Well, there you have it. Serve it over pasta, and it's a nice easy meal. It took about a half an hour simmering in the sauce. So that was about a half an hour between the parboil and the browning, and a half an hour in the sauce. But once it's in the sauce, you really don't have to mess around with it. It's pretty much cooks itself at that point. The boiling is pretty hands-off, so you can get things done while this is cooking. So there you go. That's how to make sausage. Thank you for joining us on Cooking for Real. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to ring that bell, and to join us on the Facebook page. Thank you very much.